So, Hoden, you're going to go find Kane? Or Raka? You're gonna go find
No,
Kane?
he was gonna go find Malric first.
Okay.
He forgets Kane is there because Kane is so short.
Damn.
Okay. So you go find Malric, who you find lying naked, unconscious in his bed, surrounded by splinters and table legs.
Might as well
Odin,
talk to us in the morning.
he keeps his rapier sheathed, but he pokes Malric in the ass with it. He's not covered in feces, so he doesn't have to worry about cleaning anything.
Velnos, you're gonna have to roll to see if you wake up.
Give me mochita.
We just talked about how this one night has involved impregnation, cum shots, getting shit on the face, fucking bar stools, and weed.
And drug deal.
I got an 11.
Okay, you groggily wake up and look over to him as you wake up. Your dick also hurts because of the splinters, even though you took technically no damage from it.
I only want.
Hey man, you wanna go hunt a sea monster?
I mean, you don't need to say anything. I mean,
Alright man, put your clothes on. We gotta go wake the guy covered in shit up.
I don't want to even try to get clothed. I want to see what's going on.
Alright, well, if you're gonna walk around naked, I suggest we go find that leprechaun too, man.
In a world where leprechauns actually exist, and you know that for a fact,
Yeah.
you're just choosing to call him a leprechaun as a derogatory statement.
He talks like Kermit, man. Like, he's calling him a leprechaun.
Alright, so you're gonna go try and wake up Jam?
I suggest we try at least once.
You're gonna have to roll pretty high.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna try as well.
Okay, so you both go to Cham's room. The cleric, again, is still unconscious in the bed. Cham is unconscious on the floor, still with his face covered in feces.
Alright, don't touch his face,
Ah.
man. A 6.
Alright, so you are unsuccessful in waking him.
I
What
got
about you,
that.
Velma? You got a nat 20? Okay, you wake him up, Cham. You are now awake.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, watch it, man.
Although, to be fair, Cham, because of the head trauma, you don't remember anything from the last couple of hours.
Damn,
So you're unaware of how you were covered in feces and why why Velnos' cleric is on the bed with white liquid seeping out of her vagina.
Okay, then I recognize you instantly, pretty much.
Yes.
Hey, what you doing with Kira? Yeah, don't you know she had chlamydia?
Oh, shit, man. You got the clap, bro. That sucks.
Roll a Constitution save to see if you actually contracted it.
I rolled an 18.
You did not contract chlamydia, although you do have a very minor case of gonorrhea that will go away in 3 days.
You got the clap, bro. It sucks.
Is when the
Fucking, I realized they're like shit all man. I just go fucking wipe off real quick.
Yep, you go and wash off in the same bathroom that Kane washed off in earlier. So you're actually washing off with your own jizz as well.
What's
You don't
going-
know that, though. You don't know that.
Hey, Nick, what's that whittle stuff on your face, man?
Yeah, I had a rough night.
I think everybody had a rough night.
You need to get that eye looked at, man.
Except for you. You just made money.
Odin's fine. He got paid. Like,
Yeah, no, you're good. You're sitting pretty. You're ready to go. Everybody else is just kind of burned out on either harming each other or having sex.
Why not both, like I did?
That's true.
Alright, so now that you're all together, Jam has finished washing up in the bathroom. It is now clothed. The cleric is still passed out.
I'm gonna try and wake her up.
Alright, you're gonna have to roll for that. You rolled a 1. That was gonna be my immediate retort is, yeah, you fall asleep. Like trying to wake her up because you're that tired.
Bed's so comfy.
Yeah, that's so comfy. Just despite the smell of feces that's like all over the pillows now. It's so comfortable because it's the honeymoon suite. The bed is shaped like a heart. Velnos is sleeping. Kane, Raka, and Cham, you are all awake. So you guys gonna try and wake him up, or are you just gonna wait until the next day when everybody's kind of back to normal?
man.
I'm gonna yell to wake both of them up.
Alright, you're gonna have to roll, I would assume that would be intimidation, technically, so that would be charisma.
14.
Okay, you yell loud enough to wake Velnos back up since he's asleep. The cleric just kind of rolls back over and kind of just pulls the sheets over her head.
Duel,
So
thinking it
you
was half
guys
as good.
all crash for the evening. Most of you decide you want to crash in Velnos' room because Cham's room smells like shit. So we'll just fast forward to the next day.
Alright, so we wake up.
Breakfast.
You're gonna have to go down to the bar and ask for breakfast.
We'll wake him up and then we'll all eat together, like a family.
It smells like Gucci in here, hombre.
Coochie? What kind of food is that?
You all meet up downstairs after waking up. The cleric has had a nice long rest and is also there with you.
And she's not gonna ask why it smells like shit.
She doesn't want to know. So the bartender asks you if you would like. They have bacon and eggs, ham and eggs, or just eggs.
Just eggs because I'm cheap whore.
That
Bacon and eggs.
I'll get bacon and eggs.
All right. So straight eggs is 5 silver pieces. Bacon and eggs is 10 silver pieces. He brings you out your food and gives it to you, so you guys are all fed and ready for the day. So you do still have your contact with Charles. You have the glass blower who maybe he finished early with the bong for you, Cham. You don't know. Or you can go around town and look for anything else to do.
We take the job. We take his boat. We kill the fucking thing. We take all the credit. We frame fucking the dude, and we take his ship.
If we frame him on the job and say that he was the one that brought the thing in the first place, we get paid more.
We'll get paid more, and we'll be
And we have a boat. We gotta frame him first, though. So.
I got a reputation, man. Nobody's gonna buy my shit if they think I'm a pirate, bro.
If you're
Yeah,
trying to
whatever
convince
that was.
them, then you're going to have to do a perception or a persuasion roll for both of them with your charisma.
Oh well, I rolled a 19, so
That will work for one. You need to do another roll.
and I rolled an 18.
He's successfully able to convince both of you that his plan is viable. However, you are still given the free choice to do whatever you please.
And here's the thing.
Or not. They agree that your plan is an option.
Let's do this first, hombre. First, we go check the ship. We see if it's worth it, and then we'll decide.
All right, fair
What do
enough.
you think of that, Chico?
All right, you do have the name for the ship. Now, the only one that he knows of is actually Raka, because he never met any of the rest of them.
All right, so I'm gonna go check my fucking bong.
Okay, so with that roll, he is not finished with your bong yet. He said it'll be another couple of hours.
All right, let's go check out the ship.
He told him the name of the ship. Yes, you have the name of the ship, but he doesn't know what actual type of ship it is. He just knows.
So we
the
can
name
just
of
find we can just find the ship with the name.
It's like the fleet of bubblegum shrimp. They're all named Chen.
All right, you're gonna have to go down. You go down to the docks, and you're going to have to roll a perception roll to try and see if you can find the ship.
Well,
All right.
the only one who knows the name is Raka, so he has to roll the name.
He's relayed the message to you about everything. You know the name.
I rolled a
No,
19.
I rolled a
I got
7.
16.
You rolled a 7, so you don't find the ship. Raka.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, so you do find the ship. And Velnos, you rolled a...
16.
Alright, so both of you find the ship together, and Cham's just kind of wandering on the other side of the marina. The ship itself, it looks like a relatively small fishing vessel. Nothing too extreme. It has a few nets and stuff on it. The name is plastered on the back of the ship, and it appears that there is a kind of like a mast structure on the front of it that you can kind of stand out on.
I don't think it's worth it to steal the ship, but we can steal the nets and maybe some other stuff you might have there.
He's gonna let us use the net.
He is at the ship, by the way. He's there.
But he doesn't hear the conversation, does he?
No, he doesn't. I'm just saying that he is there. So if you're going to
Okay.
steal, you're going to have to...
Can I forge something?
What are you trying to forge?
My idea would be to forge a letter that he got from someone else.
You can forge a letter if you want to and try and pass it off to him.
I'm gonna need to buy some ink and paper.
There is a general store in the town you can go to do that. You do remember seeing it on your way to the tavern.
Hode's talking to us. He just, I don't think we should rob him. It's too much work for a little game.
So listen, I have a plan, Holmes. I'm gonna get some paper. I'm gonna write a fake letter to incriminate him.
Do you even know how to write?
I can forge letters, so yeah. It wouldn't make sense for me to not be able to read or write without being able to forge letters.
He can read and write in common. You know, he does know that language.
We got a plan. We can sit there and take in just as much of the fame as this guy. We just gotta make sure that there's no way he can take sole credit for killing the Heidi, which means we need receipts. Probably should come up with like a business name too, man. Probably hire some agents, couple managers. Like a guy who can do like financial stuff, man. Keep everything kosher.
What would be the perfect type of letter sent by a pirate? Because pirates are rich. Right, do I need to roll to check if I do the forgery correctly? Or if it looks like ass?
Yep.
I got an 11.
Okay, the letter is legible. You don't necessarily know if it's going to convince him that you're an actual pirate, but it is enough that you think that it has a chance. It mostly depends on his intelligence when he reads it.
I can also try to use my charisma to try to put on a bit of an act because he never saw me before, so I can try and act more.
That is true, you could. So are you going to go back to the shipyard and try and talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that. You arrive at his ship.
Right, I'm gonna go close to him and try to sort of insinuate what my business partners are intending to do and want from him.
So you can engage in conversation. He is there. He sees you.
I rolled the charisma check.
Okay, which wound up being...
No, not 20.
You rolled it. Okay, he 100% believes that you are from whoever you say you're from, whatever pirate brand you choose. And he takes the letter and says that he will take your offer into consideration once he talks to another party he has contacted.
If I show up and we do kill the sea monster or whatever, after the whole thing goes down, I'm gonna have to slip out fast so I'm not caught because he could point the finger at me.
Because you had such a high charisma roll, you get the feeling that he's not going to rat you out for being a pirate.
Okay.
As long as you hold up your end of the deal.
Alright, I'm not gonna rat him out. I'm gonna let that happen naturally. Maybe Holden notices the letter in his pocket.
Let me see. Yeah, so I rolled a 16 on that perception check.
Okay, you do notice the letter in his pocket. He also greets you. Velnos is still there, so he greets you and introduces you to Velnos. Basically, you walked up to him, you gave him the letter. He has the letter now. Raka walked up, noticed the letter, and now he is introducing Raka to you.
Oh yeah, and this is Guile. He might yell at you, but that's just how he talks, man.
One of your friends, I assume. Thank you.
Who are you?
My name is Charles. I'm here to fight old Hardshell. Go
My
for it.
name is William Shatner, and I'm here to assist you on your endeavors.
You're going to have to roll for charisma to convince him of this one, too, because this is a different thing than the letter.
I got a 10.
He's a little concerned. He thinks that maybe you're using a fake name, but he also knows that Gold's kind of speaks volumes, so he doesn't really give that much of a shit about it, especially since he knows you're a pirate, or he thinks you're a pirate. Alright, so you've successfully convinced him that you're a pirate, and that you are willing to help, and you've also convinced him that you're, at least the name that you're giving him is William Shatner, so that's what he will refer to you as. I think everybody's here. I'm just going to say Kane tagged along with you, so he's there as well. So he asks if you're willing to go out with him now to try and find the monster.
I'm sure my client would be pleased if we deal with this situation as soon as possible.
So he invites you all onto his ship.
How big is how big? Like, yeah, on the outside it looks kind of like a little small.
It's a fishing vessel, so I mean, there's a bit of an under compartment. There's a few rooms for sleeping and stuff like that. It's big enough to hold like a crew of about 7 or 8 people.
It's a perfect distribution boat.
Well, the underside has mostly just sleeping quarters in it. It's not really there's not really too much, and then there's a little storage area in the back for dry goods and anything if you're out at sea for a couple of days.
We'll make it work.
All right, so he invites you all onto the ship, and he's ready to get going. Okay, so he sets sail. So he says that you're going to be going to a small cove a little further up the coastline. The actual town is it's closer to a town called Crescent Bay, but not quite there. He says there's a small island off the coast where the monster has been spotted.
What is it like to eat?
He's not 100% sure, although he says that it seems like they haven't noticed any large fish carcasses or anything that have washed up on shore. They think maybe it eats on some form of seafood or maybe something else. There's some kind of underwater plant life.
So wait, it eats on plant life. Is it like eating people?
Not that he's aware of. It has caused a few shipwrecks, but they don't necessarily know if that was accidental or if that was the beast was attacking because it's considered to be so big.
To try and determine what monster it is, do I need an intelligence or wisdom check?
Say intelligence would probably be the better bet. Or you can go with wisdom if that's higher.
Yeah, I'm gonna do wisdom. If he can describe the monster as best he can.
He said that it's been described before as a humongous turtle with a spiked shell and an interesting looking head and tail as well, a longer tail, kind of like a snapping turtle.
There's 3. I have no idea what it is.
Yep, nope, you have no idea. You know what a turtle is. That's basically the equivalency of what you know.
Do a check, wisdom check.
He explained it to everybody, so everybody now knows roughly what it looks like.
I rolled a 16.
You remember hearing a story in your youth about a large turtle-like sea creature that supposedly capsized a boat near your village. They described it in a very similar manner.
Okay.
So you kind of know around what it is because there were posters in the town of the description and they had drawn pictures of it. So you know basically you can picture it in your mind what it looks like based on that experience. So it's going to take him probably about 6 or 7 hours to sail up the coast to get to this area.
Can I do a perception check, see if there's anything hidden in the sleeping quarters?
Yeah, you can go down below deck and make a perception roll. What did you get?
20.
Isn't that funny?
You see that he has a large amount of dry goods down there. You also see that there appear to be there are 3 to 4 hammocks hanging up on each side of the deck, and you do see that there appears to be a trunk that is buried under one of the food barrels in the back.
Is the trunk locked?
You're gonna need to go up and check.
I'm
It
gonna
does
go
have a lock on it.
Hey, Odin.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, see if you can lockpick this.
All right. Hoden just kind of like cracks his knuckles, pulls out his lock picks.
So yeah, Hoden, you can pick the lock if you so choose.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
All right, make a roll for that.
I rolled a 14.
Okay, as you're fiddling around with the tools, the top of the chest pops open. So inside the chest, you find the money that he is going to be paying you.
15 each. 4 of us.
15 each, so that means there is 60 gold that is inside of that chest. There's also canisters back there of food and supplies and anything else that you can probably go into that doesn't have a lock.
Alright, let's take it. Split in half. 30-30.
All right, man. Let's do it. Hey, man, I am a thief. This was lazy pay. That was the only reason I was in this in the beginning. So it's 30 apiece? Hell yeah.
Okay, so you each take 30 gold each, and the chest is now empty and open.
Close it back. I close the chest back up and put the lock back on. Make it look like nothing happened.
Okay, you successfully do that.
I'm going to check the other storage containers for any kind of goods that we could possibly take.
Right now, Cham, you are looking through those barrels. There are 3 barrels down there. The first barrel is filled with what looks like water. The second barrel is filled with dry goods, and the third barrel appears to be filled with lavish fruits.
How much can I fit the lavish fruits in my backpack?
What do you have in your backpack currently? So you can haul 50 pounds of it then in the backpack. There's 75 pounds of fruit in that barrel.
Odin, do you want some of this fruit?
Are there any peaches in there, man?
There are peaches.
Yo, we need to get some of them peaches, man.
So I'm taking 25 pounds of fruit.
Okay, so you take 25 pounds of fruit. There's still 50 pounds of fruit left inside of the barrel.
Now, Hoden's smart enough to know that fruit doesn't last that long. And it's gonna rot. So he only takes like 5 peaches. He plans to eat all them bitches today.
What kind of fruits are in this barrel?
Peaches, melons, various types of apples, some figs, oranges, bananas.
I'll take 2 oranges and 2 bananas.
So there are still 49 pounds. Actually, sorry, because Rocket took 5 peaches, so there's probably like 48 pounds left.
So we're going to rest. Is there a way we can make it where we never even touched that chest?
Well, you've closed it and put the lock back. It's gonna look like you haven't touched it.
Okay, then we'll just rest.
So, all right. So you guys rest up for the remainder of the trip until you actually reach the island. Charles drops the anchor and comes down to wake all of you guys up.
You being down here means we made it.
Yes, we did, sir.
What?
We got to get to the land and lay the trap.
Now, what is the trap?
The trap is that barrel of fruit back there.
Hoden just kind of looks up at Kyle.
I'm looking like, oh.
Alright, I think our big burly friend could carry that presumably heavy barrel of food since we are going to hunt something quite large. So
I agree. Let me carry this.
Why don't you go fetch
If you
that?
can lift it, then go right ahead.
I rolled a 16.
Pick the barrel up and lump it on your shoulder, and you're ready to carry that bitch away.
Let me
Alright.
carry it, you pussy.
Alright, here you go.
Alright, Kane, you're gonna have to make a roll to see if you can lift that.
Alright, this is probably gonna go terribly, but
Yep.
you know. I rolled a 3.
You attempt to lift it and pull out your back.
Ow, fuck!
Take one HP worth of damage.
Shit!
Pick it up again. Fucking 16 again.
Yep,
All right,
you
man.
pick it back up. So Charles gets the a little dinghy ready so that you guys can ride to the shore, so he doesn't have to beach the boat.
I just put the barrel in the center, and I just take a seat in the back.
All right, you guys get in the dinghy. Charles is rowing, and he rows you guys to shore. Charles says the best spot is to put the barrel out near the beach, and then they can take cover behind some rocks that are near the back of where the sand kind of meets this little kind of berm, like a sand berm. So you guys can hide behind those. That's his suggestion.
So he wants me to just dump it.
Yeah, just dump it right out onto the front of the beach.
All right, I do that.
Okay, and then he says it's probably best to go hide.
So we hide.
Okay, you're gonna have to make hide rolls to make sure that you hide effectively.
18 for me.
I rolled a 16.
Oh my god, I got a 5.
All right, Belnos, you jump in the barrel. Everybody else hides behind rocks except for Rocket. Did you roll?
God damn it! I rolled a
Nice.
9.
Okay, you hide behind the barrel that Belnos is in.
I think we could both fit in the barrel because I'm not that big.
You could, but the thing is, he's smart enough to hide behind the barrel, so he's not literally a monkey in a barrel because he rolled a 9 as opposed to a 4. You guys then begin hiding. All right, you wait a total of 45 minutes, and then you start hearing rumblings coming from the water, and it appears that the waves are getting more violent.
I look over at him like, it's time, little man.
You
We're gonna
see,
fuck some shit up.
you see Charles stand up from his hiding spot and walk to the center of the beach. He stands there in front of where the fruit is, as you see waves begin to crash into the beach more and more violently.
So I'm looking at him befuddled, like, why the fuck is he going up to the fucking thing?
As the waves continue to crash onto the beach, you see what looks like a massive black mountain emerge from the water.
How the fuck are we going to do this?
Get the thing and stab it from the inside.
Stab it in the butt.
The head of the turtle comes out of the water and beaches itself on the land, going basically right up to where Charles is standing and then stopping. Charles puts his hand on the side of the turtle's face, and the turtle appears to be happy. Charles then turns to all of you and explains that he has not necessarily been very forthcoming on what he planned to do, although because of the severity of the situation, he didn't want to give you out any information that he didn't need to.
Is he about to feed us to a giant turtle?